We are back in the shop today. Today is Friday. It's actually Good Friday. Sitting here next to Sexxy Red. So we have we've been fighting a nasty bounce in the car. I've been talking about it. Sexxy Red is just a ladder bar car, and we thought it was a problem with the ladder bars, something bound up. It had too much bite in it, which it did have that. Shocks, all these things. And we kind of eliminated all that. What we found was our converter, the stator inside of our bolt together. It was, it's perfect. It's perfect out the back. Drops the RPM we want, runs crazy fast, mile an hour. It is great. But on the hit, what happens, that converter will flash. And then when it drags it down, it's almost like it lugs it and it's causing that bounce. And on top of that, we're long travel shocks in the front, and I'm sure that's contributing to some of that too as well. And this car is rear heavy, even without weight in it. It's set up for street racing. So the scale's great for it. But what we did now is we're trying a different stator. So contacted Circle D and talked to Pete, and he's got a different stator for us. It's pretty neat. We actually had, from what they believe, the fastest street pass on the street with the Circle D converter. There's a lot of guys that run Circle D. They're a great company. And we got to what they believe to be the fastest pass. So pretty cool with a 1980s bracket car. But there's a lot of improvement of us being able to get faster too as well. As soon as we get that bounce out, of course, that's definitely slowing us down. But today's plan, we went ahead and got the stator swapped in Sexxy Red. So we swapped that. I'm gonna bring a spare stator. So we ordered 2 stators. So we got 3 total now. We're gonna try this one, see what it does, look at the data log, watch some video, see what it does with this one. If it doesn't cure that problem, then we're gonna change the stator at the track. So not fun working on this stuff at the track, but today's Friday. We're actually getting ready for Camp Wars, which is a race in Paris, Texas. It's a lot of fun. We're getting ready for a race there. So they're doing open tests or testing today, like $100 a car. We're trying to line out issues on the car, not necessarily set the world on fire and get the track record, but trying to get these issues lined out. So if we can get these, if this one works, then cool, great. We probably won't change it at the track and try the other one. But if it doesn't, then we don't really have a choice. So we'll have to go from there. But there's another thing that I think that may work to help flash that converter, get that bounce out from dragging the RPMs down, is we do have second gear leave in the trans. So second gear leave, you'd be leaving on a lot more power and more RPM. And so it shouldn't lug it down as hard, right? So now the only bad thing is on a front side, it may not be ideal. But we have to test to find out. So the problem though is we'd like to test that today. We were going to, the drum that we have in that transmission, Hydrostar transmissions, Nate, that's who we use for all of our transmission stuff. He's a little concerned with the drum that's in there now. So if he's concerned, I'm concerned. But we may end up trying it at the track today. Nate did order us a new drum for this car, for that trans, but it won't be here till Monday. Well, today's Friday, so worst case, if we scatter the transmission today, we'll take it over to Nate and get him to help us out. So we'll see how it goes. We're about to load up here. We'll get Sexxy Red in the trailer and head to Paris. Okay, so me and Joseph got that stator changed out this morning, and as you can see in the video, we still got a bounce. Robert took a look at the log, and it's still the same. So I don't know if it's going to change something up top because we didn't run it all the way out. The track's a little slick, but it's still got that initial bounce on the hit that we're trying to get rid of. So we got two stators. We brought two stators with us. And this other stator, we're going to change it out now. Here at the track, we're just testing today. It's like a private testing tune. We're going to change it out and see how we do. What a time testing was. So we are struggling a little bit. So as you can see from the videos, we still have a bounce in Sexxy Red. It is a lot better than what it was. I wasn't able to make a full pass that day. Wasn't the tune-up. I had a DL5 on the car, and that car, it plants the rear end so hard. I didn't have enough tire pressure. I shook the tires, actually, my last pass so hard, I chipped like the back of my tooth. That's how violent it was. And as soon as it came unraveled, of course, it just spun and, I had to get out of it. But that's why we test. So after 3 hits, I was done with sucking that day. So I loaded up and I was like, all right, we'll do this again next week. But I've got a good idea what we need to do. Camp Wars is coming up. We've got some of that bounce out of it, so I feel better about it. I think where it needs to go next is probably a tighter valve shock. I've talked to other ladder bar guys that's had the same issue as me, and they've kind of said the same thing. So where we're at now, I need to plot it out to get it exactly, but it's downhill now about 4 to 5 degrees. We had some brackets CNC to attach to our existing brackets, and now our bottom bar is pretty good downhill. Driving the car, it is amazing. We set our personal best on the street with it, went a 4, pretty well into the 4s, and it was great. Just that it's that bounce. Like if we could just get that bounce, maybe not all the way out of it, but just a little more manageable to where we can get after it in the 60 foot, I think we're gonna have a hard car to beat. Even on like the crappy front side no preps. Paris is it's not a 460 no prep track, right? But it may be, I think we could go an 80 out there, at Paris, and I think we'll have a pretty competitive car. Driving the car, and then after the initial hit and down, man, the car will take the beans. You can really pull the power to it, and driving the car again, it feels a lot better than what it did before when it had all that anti-squat. So feeling pretty confident, even though testing didn't go well, but I know we're in the right direction. We're kind of fighting a lot of issues. So tire pressure, the DL5 compound slick. If I do run the DL5, I need to go up a lot more in tire pressure. I had like 11 and a half, and then I think we went to 12 and a half, and I still was shaking the shit out of the tires. But, the problem is the car is planting so hard. So it's got traction, right? It's planting so hard, it's just wrapping that slick up, So I think that's our problem. So I think what we'll do is we're gonna switch to a Mickey Thompson. We're gonna switch to a Mickey Thompson. I still would like to try the DL5. I'm such a big believer in the DL5 slick. I'm not scared to even take it to the front side. Sexxy Red's only been on the front side of a track one race, which was Little River, and we went to the finals, and then we shook the shit out of the tires, and the car shut off. You know, so we don't have a whole bunch of experience with this car on the front side. I think because of the way this car suspension works, I think I have to run my tire pressure different than, you know, what I do on other cars, or what, you know, somebody else may do on their car, just because the simple fact of how it's working, you know. So we'll see how it goes. Definitely going to make those changes. So tires, I need to run some tubes. I think we're going to put tubes in it to see if that helps. And then try it again Friday. So today's Easter Sunday. Had a great Easter with the family. Friday is start of Camp Wars. So we'll see how it goes. Gonna get some maintenance done this week on the car. We have another video coming up. Our shop truck that we bought. The motor's making a very loud ticking noise. So we're gonna do a build video. Probably just gonna go ahead and tear the motor out and go ahead and rebuild it all. Just a stock 530 build, but to maybe help out some other guys that are looking to build some hot rods and go fast. I mean, if I can do it, anybody can do it. So stay tuned for that video. That video will be out this week too. So I'll see you guys in the streets.